Oh boy. You two got me doing double duty tonight. Oh boy, this game be. Okay. Wow. I'm back. Luckily, we'll just be hanging around for another 10 minutes or so I'm sure the technology will comply with me to get this video out by hook or by crook. You have entered the sports opinion log. We'll get the score going. Warriors 97, Rockets 87. 2.5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Send him to the free throw line, and now they can establish the defense at the other end. Okay. That's the great thing about having those free throw shooters, Reg. Superb free throw shooters on the Warriors. They can take time off and make you the foul. Anything can happen, though. Anything can happen. Why is Curry shooting these crazy long-distance threes again? I have no idea. Oh, with the steal, Klay Thompson. Fast break. Draymond Green with the lay-in. 99-88. Hakeem Olajuwon is praying for somebody, but their prayers aren't being answered tonight. CP3 was injury prone. The Rockets should have seen this coming. Okay, 99-90. A minute 45 seconds left. Pace that Dave, okay. Man, so Warriors by 7. The YouTube app has failed me miserably tonight. I'm going to probably critique or criticize their setup because it's trash. Ariza 0 for 12. I mean, like, the Rockets think that they were getting the Trevor Ariza that helped Kobe and the Lakers win a championship? I don't think so. They got the Trevor Ariza who sucks, who's a stand-up, spot-up three-point shooter, and he failed. So shout out Laker Nation for having Ariza when he was good, because clearly he is trash and not worth the money. You can't even shoot threes. Like, how are you 0 for 12? How are you 0 for 12? Who had said that the game is rigged? Of course, it won't let me take that. It won't let me get that back. But we are almost at the end of the game. Warriors 99, Rockets 92. Looks like it'll be Cavs versus Warriors Part 4. Oh my God. I think I'm going to probably live off the highlights. I might come back for an elimination game. I mean, like, the most LeBron could get is one victory off of this Warriors team. Just because they struggled being taken to a Game 7 against the Rockets doesn't mean that LeBron and his cast of clowns are that good. LeBron's teammates are going to fail him miserably. He'll be left on the court alone, even though there's 4 other people there, because they're non-existent. And that'll be the end of it. Woo! Curry with the layup and the muscle pose. Go Curry. Like this. NBA players are beanpoles though, if you see them in real life. They're like tall and lean. They're not like as muscular as they look on TV. Remember, the camera adds 10 pounds. So hopefully the camera doesn't have me looking like fat and outrageous. Do I look fat? Why not? Don't mind me even asking that question. Why are they playing Prince? Prince is Purple Rain. There's nothing purple about the Houston Rockets. But the Pelicans, though, their red is fire. So there are definitely various shades of red. A fan was kind enough to see me a Pelicans hat. 738's, of course, new era. So, that's how we're rocking. All right, folks, less than 30 seconds left in Game 7, Western Conference Finals. Foul to give. You know what, Turtle? There's actually a prompt that allows me to review messages before I post them. There's a lot of curses here, Turtle. But you know what? That's okay because I try to keep it clean. But you, the fan, show your love. So if that's how you feel, First Amendment, freedom of speech, freedom to post. I allow that here. Because I'm like, what's the point of being a sports opinion log if I was to not allow this post filled with explicitives? Excuse me. Or curses. I'll just say curses. Stop trying to be fancy. So yes, Turtle, you can do the cursing on my behalf. But I try to keep it clean, unless it's relating to Boston playing the Yankees. So you carry on. Salutes to you and how you feel. A good portion of the game. Well, you know what, Turtle? Realistically, the goal of life is to be surrounded by talented people. Okay, yeah, Durant steals it. No one wants to foul Durant, though. You're going to let the time run out. 101-92. Curry should hit a midcourt three. Nope, he's just going to hold on to the ball. James Harden. D'Antoni's a horrible coach, That's the problem. D'Antoni sucks as a coach. D'Antoni actually already had a built-in excuse made for them if they didn't achieve a championship. He was like, if we don't win the championship, this team still has had a successful season. That's loser talk. You should always be talking about getting to and winning a championship. Trust me. We're going to just tweet it real quick. The links are on my channel. You can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Fifth Avenue or the Sports Opinion Log out there on my Facebook group. So that's where you'll find me chopping it up in the interim until I come back to post a video. Yeah, look, you know what, but Turtle, just to get back to what you're saying, it's not that there is no competition. Realistically, when the Warriors won their first championship, it was their first. Oh no! Wait, no, because the first chip was with Kerr. Sorry. When the Warriors made the playoffs back to back for the first time in 22 years, if you really look at it, the Warriors have been more losers than winners. Yeah, right now as we speak, the Warriors are successful, but they spent so many years losing that this is, you reap what you sow, If you build, maintain consistency, get the right players, get the right coach, this is what happens. And when you're successful, you'll have people who want to be a part of your success. Kevin Durant, what's with this guy? You ready to call it in? Such a camera hog. It's all over the place. And you're right. Yeah, right. No CP3, no chance. But you know what, Turtle? I blame CP3. His injury occurred after the shimmy. Why would you steal another man's move? Karma simply came back to get him. You want to do the shimmy? I'm going to take your leg out. And there you have it. No game 6, no game 7. And D'Antoni's good, but he's just not, championship material coach good. And I see my arm disappearing, so let me lean again. Yeah, you know what? It was funny at the time, but the end result was he got hurt after the shimmy. So, karma. Karma got him. Like, do your own celebration. That's like when you're watching wrestling and a wrestler tries to end the match on the other wrestler's finishing move. Like, why are you doing that? Like, make your own. Oh, boy. That is it. Screw the post-game interviews. And the game ended right on time, 11:30. So I guess you know what that means. I am going to be out. No, but I'm rolling with the Stanley Cup. Well, Turtle, we don't exactly want that to happen. We need our teams to be alive and not die in plane crashes. That would be tragic. Which thankfully you don't really hear about that happening in the world of sports, like a team plane crashing. Usually overseas you hear about that kind of shit. And trust me guys, the Stanley Cup Finals is where it's at. You got to check it out. It's like football on skates. And if, due to the thing about the anthem with the NFL, if you're not gonna watch the NFL, then check out the finals of the Stanley Cup. It's like football on skates. Yeah, I know. It's just the thought of a team's plane crashing. It would be like an American tragedy. Like, oh my God. So it's a pretty good scenario, even though scary at the same time. I mean, like, at least LeBron could say for the sake of history's perspective. I mean, like, honestly, knocking off the first Celtics team that had a 2-0 postseason series lead, that's a pretty good piece of history. I think that's LeBron's championship. LeBron is the first, the Celtics were 37-0 when leading 2-0 in the playoffs. Make that 37-1. And the Celtics are one of the first racist teams around. Well, not this season. If I was LeBron, I would either join the Rockets or maybe the Sixers. Ben Simmons, Embiid, LeBron. Hopefully you get a couple of bandwagon players that want to roll with you because they know that they'll get a championship if they're with you. I would do that. LeBron definitely needs to leave Cleveland now. Of course, I was just thinking of the future. The Bears are here, I'm here, you're here, we're here. Sports opinion log, 11:32. Alas, I will be getting ready to turn it in so I can report to my real life duties. But it was great chopping it up with y'all up in here on this Memorial Day and Memorial Day weekend if anyone had the 3-day weekend. Great. And shout out to the people who have nothing to do but act like they do things. Got to give those people props because there's a lot of people out there who act like they're doing something and they're really not. Yo, like, you got... White people are so disrespectful. Just look at this Lowe's commercial. But anyway. Okay, so I will not be here this Thursday because that's when the finals start. Oh, the organization. The Celtics are racist because Boston, like black persona non grata up there. The Red Sox are racist too. So like, yeah. So the area of Boston is actually very racist. I'm like, obviously there's African American players now, but you know, they didn't exactly like Bill Russell now, but he definitely wasn't appreciated when he was playing for them, winning 11 championships. Bill Russell was also a head coach of the Celtics, and I believe at some point they fired him. So of course, you know, he was kind of salty about that too. You know, and put it like this. What makes the Celtics racist is that whenever you hear them talk about their great players, they talk about the white ones. Bird, McHale, then they mention Robert Parrish. They had John Havlicek. Sometimes they even mention Danny Green. But think about white players being named the greatest players in your organization when you won them 11 championships. So that alone makes Boston racist. Plus, it'll always be fuck Boston. That's like a New York thing. I actually saw a clip on Facebook a couple of years back. This guy wore a Yankees hat and was walking around Boston, and like 2 people tried to sucker punch him in the streets. And I'm like, wow, that's like really crazy. Like, you can wear a Boston hat in New York and no one will bother you. You can wear a Boston Red Sox cap to Yankee Stadium to catch a game. No one's going to jump you or beat you up. Plus, there's mad cops out there when the Yankees have a game. So if you try to beat someone up outside the stadium, that ass is definitely getting arrested. And the Yankees play in the area where there's a courthouse, so you'll be going to jail so fast you won't even believe it. Okay, so that's a little bit of history from the historian, which I like to be. But that's it. I'm signing out. I thank you for tuning in. Thank you for hanging with me through the offline issues. I'm here, you're here. Only the strong survive. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'm signing out. And popping my collar.